everyone. And so Yahoo is selling CDs tonight, so support him as he is he's over lines. Yeah?
I love you. Oh my God, I want to say
it. So, I was talking backstage, before we came on to a couple of people about, this particular current, shitstorm of Neil and I kind of made a mistake. We were about to sell a record that we made together on a tour 2 years ago, and I have a team of my management, my internet people, and we thought it would be a great idea to do a Twitter question and answer where we would have a little window of time where anyone could ask us questions and we'd pick the best ones. And so we weren't going to be, actively involved. We were just going to make this window happen, and my internet team was going to post the tweet that I wrote, and ask us questions about our new record. And they posted it 2 hours before I went on stage here, which was such a stupid thing to do, because all of the questions are about why are you fucking playing in Israel? From the same 15 people who have been bothering me since I announced this gig. These are the mistakes that you learn about when you're a touring international artist.
We can send them a star to them.
Which led to the discussion of this stuff backstage, and the interesting thing, and I was mentioning it before, is that I've dealt with a lot of people yelling at me on the internet for this reason, that reason, the other reason, all sorts of different reasons. The hardest one that I've ever dealt with was this past spring. I live in Boston, or I have for most of my life, and we don't usually have bombings. It's a very rare occurrence in Boston, and this last spring we had one, and that was pretty new for us. And this bombing that happened in Boston took place half a mile from my house, and I was in town while it happened. It was really weird. It was really scary, and the police enacted this travel ban, that no one could travel. It wasn't a law. It wasn't like you would be arrested, but the radio and everyone was being told to stay in their houses while they tracked down the surviving bomber, this guy Jahar. And I had a show in New York, and I was like, fuck you, I'm gonna just get in my car and drive to New York. It was very weird driving through the streets of Boston with nobody on the road. We drove to New York. I was with Neil, and we listened to the radio the entire way, because we wanted to know what was happening. And there was this manhunt in Boston to find this one kid. He was a kid. He was 19 or whatever he was. And they found him. He was hiding in the bottom of a boat in the backyard of this suburb in Boston. It could have been the town I grew up in. And when I got back to Boston a few days later, I wrote this poem about it, and it was a stream of consciousness poem, like my songs. It was not about one thing, it was about 9 things, all the things that were happening to me, imagining what it would be like to be this bomber hiding in the bottom of a boat with all of America waiting for the police to find you. And when I posted that poem, I got death threats, and thousands and thousands and thousands of Americans yelling at me that I loved terrorists. And that was much scarier than being told that I shouldn't go play Tel Aviv because I was an asshole. But it scared me a lot. and I hadn't been writing a lot of music. And in a weird way, I have to thank all of those assholes because it finally kicked my ass to race.